Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 30-week pregnancy update. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tara and I make mommy lifestyle videos, cleaning videos, and pregnancy updates here recently and pregnancy related videos. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you on my channel. So today, like I said, I'm 30 weeks pregnant. I can't believe I'm already 30 weeks. I have a ton to tell you, so I'm gonna jump right in. So baby girl is about 3 pounds. She's about the size of a large cabbage. My friend here on YouTube, her name is Moriah. Her channel is called Dairy State Vegan. She's really early on in her pregnancy. I think she's like about 9 or 10 weeks. She has been doing updates as well, so go check out her channel. I'll leave her below. But she compares her baby to the size of like little insects and stuff. I don't know. It sounds weird, but like she was a ladybug and all kinds of stuff. Anyways, go check out her channel. I love her. She's one of the sweetest people I know. So my baby is the size of a large cabbage. Last week it was a small cabbage. So we're getting bigger and I am feeling it. I might sound kind of short of breath because I just feel like when I sit, it just like pushes everything up already. So yeah, that is definitely a new symptom. I have been going off of the questions that Brianna Kay and Micah Stoffer go off of for their pregnancy updates, and I'm going to kind of keep doing those, but I'm going to add in some other ones. I thought some of them were getting kind of irrelevant the further along I get, so I might kind of trash some of them and add some of my own. So I did go to the doctor this week. It was supposed to be my 28-week checkup, but we were out of town. The doctor was out of town, so I had my appointment. She did a little I didn't have like a full-on ultrasound. She just did like the handheld thing and saw baby. Her head is down, her back is kind of on this side, and then the arms and legs are over here on this side. So I do feel a lot on my right side, a lot of kicks up in my ribs and then kind of down lower. Yeah, so she's head down. That's really good. So I was gonna update you guys on my weight. I don't generally weigh myself like every single day or like at home, but I was weighed this time and I've gained about like 5 or 6 pounds since my last appointment, which has been almost 6 weeks, I think. Let me see. So it's been like 8 weeks since I saw her, which I should be seeing her every 4 weeks. But anyways, like with Christmas and the New Year, I was out of town for almost 2 weeks and then she was out of town. So it kind of put off my appointment. So yeah, it's been almost 8 weeks since I've seen her. So I've gained almost 6 pounds since my last appointment. Okay, so yeah, I had my ultrasound. I updated you on my weight. Maternity clothes. I haven't gotten anything new really recently for that. Stretch marks, nothing yet, but I am getting like really tight. Like I'm feeling a lot tighter. So I'm assuming they're coming soon. How are you sleeping? I'm sleeping okay. I have had a cold, like, and it is lasting forever. They say like when you're pregnant, your immune system doesn't function like normal. So I definitely have been hanging on to this cold a lot longer. I can't remember if I had it last week. I don't know. I just have had like the chest congestion. My throat is so sore just because like postnatal nasal drainage and stuff like that. So I'm ready for that to move on. In regards to sleeping, I know with Maverick, the doctor told me not to sleep on my back because it's not good on your back just because of weight on your vessels that lead to your lower body, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, when I was pregnant with Maverick, Brian would wake up and kind of find me on my back and then he'd wake me up and then I'd turn over. So I have been finding myself doing that. He's been out of town a lot. So I've been finding myself on my back a lot, like waking up. So I tried to roll over. I prefer my left side, but it's just starting to get really, really uncomfortable sleeping. And nothing's really helping except for that little pillow. I think I showed it in, I don't know. I showed it in one of my previous updates, and I will link all those below and in an iCard, so you guys can go check those out if you want. Best moment this week, I have been getting a little bit, I don't know, I've heard about like the pregnancy blues a little bit, and it's not really the blues, it's just been like I'm getting a little bit sad. I think I've mentioned this, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm just a little bit sad that it won't be just Maverick and I anymore. Not that I'm not excited, but I've been thinking a lot about him and just trying to play with him as much as I can, and just enjoy him while I just have him. So I would say best moment this week is just our time together. We've just been having a lot of fun and playing and reading books, missing anything. And I would have to say this week is like sugar. I'm really trying to cut back on my sugar just because I had gestational diabetes with Maverick, and I probably will with this one. I'll update you guys on that here in a little bit. But when I was pregnant with Maverick, I craved peanut butter like crazy. And this time I don't want it at all. Like, it's almost gross to me. But this week I worked and I went up to the cafeteria. I'm an ER nurse, and I went up to the cafeteria and I used to get Nutter Butters, and then a lot of my friends at work would bring them to me when I was pregnant with Maverick. So I saw one and I was like, oh, I really, really want one of those, but I did not have one. I was good and I didn't have one. So I kind of was missing like sugar and Nutter Butters. Movement, she hasn't been quite as active this week, and I did read that it might slow down a little bit around this time just because she's getting bigger, starting to run out of room a little bit. So she wasn't quite as active as she normally is, which, as active as she has been up till now, it's kind of like, okay, come on, like move in there. But she's still moving the way she should, but as wild as she's been, it's just like, ooh. Food cravings, I already kind of went over that with the missing anything. Yeah, Nutter Butters. All right, so symptoms. I have, if you're like a man that knows me, like, don't watch this video. Don't watch it. Because these are pregnancy updates, and there might be some things talked about that might support other women that you don't want to hear about me, so turn it off now. But I've had a lot of pressure. Like, it's just starting to kind of like get a lot of pressure down there, if you know what I mean. So that has been a huge symptom this week. And then also the heartburn is back with a vengeance. I kind of got better with that, and then last week it was a little bit worse, and now I'm having to take Tums like right before bed, and then even kind of in the night sometimes I'll wake up with like bad heartburn. So that is back with a vengeance. Other symptoms, I'm just getting kind of, I've talked about my back pain like the whole time, but now it's kind of like wrapping around under my ribs a little bit. And that's just getting really uncomfortable and tight. So that is really uncomfortable. Then back to my other questions, is my belly button in or out? It is still in, but it is starting to stretch. You can definitely tell that it is feeling the pressure. Wedding ring on or off? It is still on. Happy or moody? I think I've been pretty happy this week. I have kind of gotten back into my routine after Christmas and having guests and everything, and that kind of helps me to just kind of center and just move on. So yeah, I think I've been more happy than moody this week. What are you looking forward to? And I finally ordered the crib. I will try and insert a picture of it here. I don't spend like a ton of money on a crib. So I found one on Amazon that was really, really reasonable, and it's perfect. It's kind of girly and it's white. Brian and I thought we would want white for this baby. So yeah, I'll try and insert a picture of it. So I'm getting really excited. Brian's next week off, we're going to be painting the nursery and taking all the furniture and just cleaning it all out, painting, and then kind of starting to set things up. Sorry about my dog. Yeah, get things set up for the nursery. So I'm really, really getting excited about that. So I have this kind of vision in my head of, I don't know, I've been Pinteresting a lot, and I've seen a lot of these like paper flowers. They're like huge flowers, and they're just kind of over the crib and then the name, and I think that's so beautiful. But those flowers are like super expensive. On Etsy, they're like $150 for like a set of like, I don't know, 6 of them, which doesn't, I mean, when you look at the pictures, there's like probably like 3 or 4 sets, you know, in a thing, in a display thing. So I want to figure something out so that I don't want to spend $150 on paper flowers. So I've just been kind of thinking about like a color scheme and that kind of stuff. So as far as my doctor's appointment went, I updated you on the ultrasound and my weight. We did talk about my gestational diabetes, and I have been monitoring my blood sugars just to kind of see if I was trending up, and I have been. And now that I look at my calendar, I'm like, oh, I haven't been there in 8 weeks. Like, no wonder. Normally they test you, do the glucose tolerance test at 28 weeks, but we kind of skipped that because I had it at 14 weeks. So she just wanted me to monitor my blood sugars on my own, and they are trending up. So she's given me 2 weeks to see if we can kind of get them to level out. Otherwise, I'll have to go on medication to help keep those lower. The risk with having gestational diabetes is that, you know, your baby's getting that extra sugar as well. So they have the risk of being larger than normal. So a lot of times, like if you have gestational diabetes, they will, or diabetes in general, they will induce you because they don't want you to have a huge baby, because huge babies don't do well generally. So I know with Maverick, they had to keep him extra time and just monitor his blood sugars and make sure that he was tolerating and regulating his own blood sugar. So we did talk about induction. My husband is out of town a lot, so I didn't want to push the issue, but I know that I want to have a plan. So if he's not here, that I, you know, can be prepared, especially having Maverick. If it was just me, I wouldn't be so nervous, but to have somewhere to go, or somewhere to take him, and then just have a plan for that kind of stuff. So also, I mentioned last week that I was having like Charlie horses in the night, and this week it's like if I'm just sitting or like sitting like at the table or feeding Maverick or whatever, my feet have been cramping up like a Charlie horse, but in your foot. I don't know if anyone's ever had that, and your like toes get stuck, and oh, it's so crazy. So one of my friends suggested to take magnesium, so I might be trying that. I might ask my doctor at my next appointment if I should try that or not. Hopefully that will help. They're horrible, like your toes get stuck, and it's just like you can't think of anything till you figure out. So last week or the week before, I'm not sure, we've been so busy, our freezer went out, and it has like a lot of meat in it. We get like bulk meat from a friend that we know that raises cattle and pigs, so we don't have to buy it at the grocery store. Anyways, our freezer was full of meat, and so we had to like empty that out, get a new freezer. So I was lifting a lot there. Then I was helping my husband like not rearrange, well, kind of rearrange our attic because we took all our Christmas decorations down, and I wanted them in like a more convenient spot for next year so that I could get to them if he wasn't around. So needless to say, I was probably doing a lot more lifting than I should do, but I started to get like, I don't know if they were like Braxton Hicks or like just getting kind of irritable, like really tight in my belly, kind of on and off. So I probably did a lot more lifting than I should have, but just rest and a lot of water, and that went away. Also, Prego brain is in full effect. I cannot think of things. I'll know it in my head, but I just can't get it out. I don't know. It's just, Prego brain is a real thing. Like, I just can't think of things sometimes. So I feel really dumb like in conversation sometimes because I just can't think of people's names or just different things. It's so crazy. Okay, so I think that's it for this pregnancy update. I will show you guys a belly shot. Also coming up, I'm gonna do a clothing haul, or baby girl clothing haul. I have a ton of stuff to show you guys that she got for Christmas, and I went shopping and stuff, so I will show you guys that. Also, Brian and I did a collab with my friend Denise and her husband John, and it was a baby names we love tag, so go check those out. They were actually both really funny and entertaining, so go check those out. I'll link Denise's channel below too, so you guys can check those out. But thank you so much for watching, and I will show you my belly shot. Okay, so I will show you my belly. I've never showed a skin shot before, but here it is. And I don't have, today I scratched myself right here, like scratching. I know you're not supposed to itch, but I had 2 marks from my nails, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have stretch marks. It was just scratches. But yeah, and my belly button's still in. So there she is.